Well, we have a question from Ben. I have a good friend named Ben. I am an enduro mountain biker. The very first thing I'd say, Ben, is why don't you go to somebody who knows this field well? If you don't mind, I'm going to give you a piece of advice here. My good friend James has a website called bikejames.com. I trust him with all questions mountain bike associated. But I'm going to answer your question anyway because some people probably want me to answer this question. But to be honest with you, in all academic honesty, I always let the experts do the work, okay? But let's go. It demands moderate endurance compared to other cycling disciplines, but relative strength and armor are important to success while hucking a bike down a mountain. I like that. Bottom line, I'm using a program with one easy strength workout at low reps and high weight, one hypertrophy workout with kettlebells, and one conditioning workout to preserve uphill climbing ability. Well, see, right there, Ben, if you're doing easy strength, you're doing easy strength. It's a 20 to 40 day program where you train 5 days a week with the exact same exercises, and you vary, though I wouldn't recommend too much, but you vary reps and load. For more information, I have a lot of new articles on the website here, danjohnworkouts.com. Just go to the downloads, okay? But I think what's happening sometimes is when you piece together a little bit of here, a little, from damn Yankees, a little this, a little that, with an emphasis on the latter, you start to get kind of confused. I like what you're doing. I think it's a good idea. I think you need to think about periodizing it a little bit. But again, Bike James will help you there too. Do you think I'd be better served, good question, to focus on one category at a time, which is exactly what I just said? Or is combining the three ideas in one weekly, really 4 day sequence better? No, I think, and looking at this, I would argue this. I think you should try to get as strong as you physically can in your deep off season. I don't know where you live, but here in Utah, this is not a time for mountain biking. This is a time for skiing and snowboarding, backcountry skiing, cross-country skiing. It's not a good time to ride your bikes. This would be a great time for you to do like the 1 month or 2 month easy strength. And again, get the information from the readings in the download area. After that, I think doing a hypertrophy program after easy strength would be wonderful because that newfound strength would carry over very well to the hypertrophy program. On conditioning, I think Bike James would agree with me, that conditioning for the mountain bike, oh, by the way, the reason I'm looking that way is that out my window here is the Wasatch Front Mountain Range, which is the lead into the Rocky Mountains. So I'm literally looking at mountains as I'm speaking, and they're lovely. You want to get your conditioning on the bike. So maybe every year, a month or two of easy strength, and then maybe a 6 to 12 week, depending on how your time works, on basic hypertrophy, which also lends itself to armor building. And for the folks, for those who might listen but misunderstand, in American football, you get hit. In rugby, you get hit. In wrestling, you get hit. In mountain biking, you get hit. Armor is building yourself up so you can handle those falls and hits a little bit better. So that's what I'd recommend, a very mild periodization. And again, take that little detour over to Bike James. Give him a hello from me. He's a great man. He also has some really interesting ideas for training mountain bikers on the road. I really think he's someone you want to talk to. If you're just taking my advice, break it down into very simple 1 month, 2 month programs. December, January, every year, get stronger. February, March, work on hypertrophy, and then get on that bicycle and live life. Good question.